Well, hey out there, all you viewers to be named later, how we doing today? I know, we're done. We are done with testing with Grindstone Grooming. So here is my full breakdown and complete review of, well, Grindstone Grooming's butter and oil. As you know by the last one I did, my first impressions, we got Smooth Operator. It is a vanilla, tobacco, and yuzu scent, which is basically like a Japanese citrus. And, oh crap, of course I forgot something. Hold on a second. Sorry about that. For this review, I had to do things a little bit different. We have a blind sniff test. We have a whole bunch of interesting little things. So, right off the bat, I want to say thank you, Daniel. Seriously, thank you. Because for me, and this is just me alone, I've kind of... My camera, anybody. So like I was saying, thank you, Daniel. This was a very, very interesting review. I kind of lost... I don't know, the will to do them, because basically everything just, you're used to companies, and you already know what it's going to do in your beard. You're like, yay, it's chocolate chip cookie scent, yay. This one was completely different right from the get-go. We're going to get into all that here in just a moment. So a 2-ounce butter and a 1-ounce oil, I believe is going to run you $20 over on his web store, which is www.grindstonegrooming.com. By the way, great web store for a brand new company popping out on the market. It doesn't look like you went to, I don't know, Prestige or some other weird little Insta, like, you know, Etsy web store plug-in kind of thing and went plug and place. Your web store looks really, really cool, dude. One of the things I love about this company is he's giving back. Each purchase you make will go towards a scholarship for a blue-collar worker. So I think that's really cool that he's not forgetting his roots, and he's not going, hey, guess what, I'm done laying concrete. Hey, guess what, I'm done driving around a bulldozer. No, screw this, I am now a full-time whatever. He's giving back. I will say this, one of the biggest reasons I bought from him is not FOMO. I did not buy on opening night, I waited a couple days. And then I started thinking about it and went, well, you've always supported the man, not the product. Daniel's a good dude, so I gotta buy from him. That's my viewpoint, and that's why I bought. Also, for the future references, I may be doing more first impression videos of products. I think those are kind of interesting and a little bit different, but that's for a whole nother video, okay? Now, take a freeze frame if you like. Hopefully you can see the ingredients on there. I'm not going to get into it too much. And there's the ingredients for the oil. One of the things I said before, and I truly love it, the black and gold on there. I am a Boston Bruins fan by birth. So the black and gold, every time I see it, you get that, you know, go, go, black and gold, old time hockey, bar the door. Anybody who's a Bruins fan, you know what I'm saying. But still, it's a very, I don't want to say like polished thing for a beginner company, but for a beginner company where most of their logos and most of their labels look like someone took out some crayons and started scribbling on some paper, yeah. Now, I said this before about the butter in my breakdown. You can kind of see it in there. Yeah, it's a little gritty when I got it, but that's no big deal. It is seriously no big deal. It breaks down no problem. It coats real easy, and it absorbs at a pretty cool rate. I was actually stunned by how fast it absorbs. It's got a different smell to it, and I'm going to get to that here right now. Now, I know this pissed off a lot of people in my initial impressions about me not being able to smell it, and it drove me insane why, for that first 30 minutes, I basically was nose blind to the butter. I think I have a really good reason. And it was a eureka moment when it clicked. So like I said, we have a blind sniff test that happened. Now, normally, I'll have my kids come up and go, hey, sniff this for me. And they're like, good. Even though you can see in their faces where they're like, "Rrr." I took this one step further. I made them smell the butter in the container, then basically did a little palate cleanse for their little sniffer, and then made them come back and smell the beard and tell me, does it smell the same one to another? I even had my better half does it, and if anybody knows my better half, you know she hates basically everything beard related. It's a very high compliment when she goes, oh, that doesn't suck. But that's just her. So she was the first one. Now, according to her, She doesn't know how to describe what she was smelling inside the container, but what was inside the container before it was broken down is vastly different than what it was in my beard for the butter. The cuteness factor, she said it smelled like Fruit Loops and Lysol. Yeah, that was in my beard. Okay. In the container, all she said she smelled was lip balm. So remember, she's young, palate, everything. Now, the brat said in the container, it was Fruit Loops. That's all she smelled was Fruit Loops. So I'm betting they're picking up on that citrus a lot more. I'm going to get to my experience here in just a moment. When I had her smelling the beard, and this was at the time I was wearing butter, she said it smelled like a very average beard oil. And she pointed to a bottle of Cremo that I had. So I was like, oh, that's going to suck when I got to say that, but it's truthful. So, Monkey. In the beard, he said it's a light fruity smell. Not really, really heavy of a smell, but he says it's like a box of Fruit Loops when you open it up. So they're obviously all picking up on the citrus. He said there was something else in the container, in my beard, that he can't get a grasp on. Now, when he smelled the container, he said it was really, really stranger on the something else he couldn't pick up on. He was getting it more in the container, but he also said he still smells the fruit, but it's just not as potent as it was in my beard. Now, I took all that and I went, okay, because here's my experience with the scent profile. And I even told Daniel this behind the scenes. We always say in all of these things, scent profiles are very, very subjective. Daniel, you seriously freaking proved it with your company. When I put in the oil, I get that bang, bang, bang. I get all three of them right back to back. It's like Mike Tyson just got in the ring and, you're that white boy who got hired by Don King the last maybe 15 seconds. I just pow, pow, pow. I get them really, really quick. And then bam, it's gone within 10 minutes. And it mellows down to the vanilla. Seriously, it really does. That's what I have been getting a lot. And that's what's been driving me insane. Throughout the day, I may get a wisp of the tobacco and a citrus at a certain point. But all day long, when I can pick up on it, I'm smelling vanilla. Vanilla is very smooth. It's very mellowing. It's something that I feel that some companies drop in there to bring down a blend, for lack of a better phrase. I may be wrong, and I know my comment section is going to get lit up. I have never smelt vanilla as something tart right in your face and blowing you away. It's a very mellow smell. With the butter, when I put the butter in, once again, I'll get everything right away, and then it goes right to the vanilla. So, they're picking up Fruit Loops, and they're picking up something fruity. For me, I'm barely picking up the yuzu fruit. I get the tobacco every so often, but heavy on the vanilla for me. Was this a pleasing product to use for a week? Seriously, when this video drops, the week is done. Yes, I liked it. I was very surprised for a right out of the gate company to be this good in my beard. Now, will I go back and buy again? Because I know he has some cologne scents. I'm not a cologne guy, so I will not be picking those up. But I'm probably going to pick up his unscented, because I'd like to see how that feels in beard without any of the scent profiles and everything. I also want to make clear, anybody who thought I was attacking him for being 100% IFRA compliant, get over yourself. No. It was just something for me that I haven't purchased beard products in a very long time. And to have this experience, I was like, okay, wow, this is something different. So, is it in my top 10? I don't know. I may be one of those borderline outliers, like during March Madness that just makes a really, really weird run, for the title that you never saw coming. It's good. Will I buy again? Yes. Top 10? Not really. Is it the greatest thing I've put in my beard? No. Because once any reviewer, and this is my opinion, describes something as the GOAT, you can't use anything else, because every review you do therefore after is kind of subject. It really is. But there we go. Seriously. Now we are at the most important part of this video for me. I know it's a bit lengthy on one, but I felt it needed it because there was a lot during this last week that I went, holy F, what the hell? And it had been bothering me, and I had to dig into a little more and do a little bit more research. So once again, Daniel, thank you. I haven't had an experience like this in a very, very long time. So thank you, Grindstone. But we are at the most important part of this video for me. I swear it is. I want to know your questions, comments, love, hatred, anger, all that fun stuff down below. Please don't tell me that, oh, this was an all-day scent, I smelled it perfectly. No. You can't. Okay, Ifra is changing everything. Is it for the worse, for the better? You never know. If you're smelling this all day, then hey, good for you, but I have my doubts on that. I really, truly do. Seriously, I want to know your swings, your misses, your whatever. I get he's still brand new, all right? He can always learn, just like I always take feedback, and I always try to learn off of every video that I do. Now, if I made you laugh, made you cringe, made you cry, made you do any of that during this video, and I'm pretty sure that I did, please hit that big old thumbs up. It's only going to show love and support for the channel, and that is always appreciated. But there we go, guys. My full review of my experience with Smooth Operator from Grindstone Grooming. I want to thank you guys for watching this one. I hope you're having a great day today, a safe day today, and I hope all of you will be back for our next video.